We're here with U.S. Women's National Team midfielder Ashley Sanchez. How's it going, Ashley?
Good.
Good.
Really happy to be here.
I believe it. Let's talk through the last couple of weeks. I mean, you've been working toward this. You've been with the team for a number of years now. But what was it like to finally get that call, that first call, going up to your first major tournament?
Honestly, it was just a breath of fresh air. I feel like everyone was just so stressed out and just doing everything they could for the last couple games because we knew that they were watching and analyzing everything. So I feel like just to get the call, I know that I made it. I felt like I could finally breathe and just, play free and not be so stressed out about the roster.
That was a unique part of the process where there was no May camp, right? So it was just NWSL play. I'm sure you're communicating with Vlatko to a certain extent, but it's really kind of just focusing on you. How did you handle those emotions of wanting to play your best game, but also knowing that this was kind of crunch time?
Yeah, I think just being on this team in general is a lot of pressure. So I feel like Vlatko was funny last camp. He was like, we're going to see who's able to handle the pressure, and so I feel like if you're not able to handle the pressure at the NWSL level, I mean, you're probably not going to be able to handle it at the world's biggest stage. So I feel like it was a good learning opportunity for me and just a little bit of a practice going into a World Cup.
And people joke there's the hat, the shirts, United Spirits. You're going through this with your teammates. Yeah. I think all of you are doing this for the first time as well. How nice has it been to have, Trinity, Aubrey, Andi with you on this journey?
Yeah, I feel like it's just a really special opportunity. I mean, there's not a lot of people that have that many players on their club team, on this team. But it's just been nice having people that can relate and you can go to that you're close with. And it is a special experience being that it's all of our first World Cup, so we're kind of going through and navigating with each other.
It's a unique thing to kind of say to a player, you're going in as a creative attacking midfielder. It's not so simple as to just be like, okay, go create out there, go make stuff happen. What mixture of sort of maybe confidence and just sort of execution to know you might have to break down a low block, you might have to be moving through some pretty established defenses. What is that mindset going out, just your particular role on the field? Yeah,
I feel like our coaches do a really good job of kind of preparing us, but ultimately teams change what they do when they do play us. So I feel like getting these games in the last couple of years, being able to see different styles of play has really helped, and just being able to play similar styles with different styles where I could figure out where the pockets are, where they might be, and honestly just having the confidence to scan enough to know if I can turn or not. But yeah, I feel like a lot of teams just sit in against us, and it's just going to be a challenge to be able to break them down game after game.
Is there a particular kind of process that you guys go through as a midfield that makes you feel confident enough to be like, yeah, I'm going to try this risky pass. I'm going to try to, these different things that maybe it works, maybe it doesn't, but I feel like I have my teammates alongside me to kind of pick that up?
Yeah, I feel like being in the midfield, I mean, we're obviously always moving off of each other, but I feel like sometimes when the game, might not have had too many attacking opportunities, just to try something different, even if it doesn't work out. You try something once and maybe the defense kind of steps because they think you're going to do it again, or, they might move them in certain ways. So even if it doesn't work out initially, it might work out the next time, or it might open up something different. So I feel like we're in a unique position where we can kind of do stuff like that. Obviously defense is probably not going to play the risky pass. Right. So I feel like it's nice to be able to be in that position where you can.
And then just talking about the process of what happens next. You guys are here, you're going up, up north for the send-off game, going to New Zealand. You're hopefully going to be in New Zealand, Australia for a very long time. What for you, what are you packing? What's in your suitcase where you're like, this is for the downtime. This is for the time I'm going to have where I'm just kind of chilling.
That's a good question. I feel like I have books and just my iPad. I mean, I'm not doing anything crazy, and if I do have a weird feeling I need to be doing something, I'll just go buy it in Australia.
Yeah. True. What books are you reading right now? What are you bringing along?
Honestly, Trin just gave me this book, and I think it's called Finally Mine.
Okay.
Lucy's Score, I think.
Okay.
And I just finished I forget which other one I finished. It was The Things We Hide from the Dark or Hide from the Light or something. Mm-hmm. And that was pretty good. But
are you anticipating book swaps?
Oh, yeah.
Possibly?
Yeah. Except for now everyone has a Kindle, so I'm
I've heard about the Kindle Club.
I'm maybe I need to just get a Kindle because we were swapping, and now I'm okay, now you have this little like tablet, and what am I supposed to do with that?
Yeah.
So
No, that's fair.
I'll probably end up getting a Kindle at some point, but I do download books on my iPad because I have a small one just for it. But yeah, I don't know. Nae's kind of like telling me to get one. She says it's like a crazy experience. So like maybe I will.
Maybe that's the World Cup purchase.
Yeah.
Do you have any pregame superstitions, or do you kind of like to keep it loose in the locker room?
Yeah, I have no superstitions or anything like that. It really depends. I feel like some games I'm like going crazy, and then other games I'm like, no, I just need to sit here and like breathe.
Yeah.
So it really depends.
And then what's your approach to, I mean, it's hard to even anticipate. I mean, we're doing all of this, right? Big media day. There's going to be a lot of outside media at this. How do you lock in? Do you like stay off social media, or are you more like, no, I like to feel like I know what's going on. I don't want to be completely closed off. How do you approach those moments?
Honestly, I don't pay attention to it. I try not to as much as I can, unless it's something like this where I know it's like our interview and I can watch that or whatever. But yeah, I try not to get involved. I feel like especially in a big tournament like this, there's going to be a lot of outside noise, and I feel like as a team we try to just avoid that.
And then last one, is there a particular veteran? There's an obvious through line of the players who have, this is their fourth time doing this, third, many people on their second. Is there a particular player that you look to, whether they've given you a piece of advice or you just watch them and you go, that's the process that I want to emulate?
I would say Kelly. Obviously we played together at the Spirit for a year or two, and I just feel closest to her, so it's really easy for me to go ask her, and she's been a part of this 4 times. So I mean, she kind of knows the ropes, and she just gives really good advice, and I just trust her a lot, so I probably would go to her.
And then truly last one, you're on the bus, you're about to walk off, you're about to go into the locker room. What are you listening to? What's on the headphones?
Oh my gosh, I've gotten this a couple times. I kind of just like switch it up. It really depends. Sometimes I go on like shuffle, and if I don't like it, I just keep skipping. And then other times I'm like Rod Wave, Lil Baby, if I'm kind of like want that rap. But sometimes I listen to soft music, like Adele will be on, and I'm just like, it's just like if it's the vibe that I want, because sometimes I get a little too antsy with the rap, and I need to.
Yeah.
So again, it's kind of just a vibe.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah.
Great. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.